Hello everyone, we're at the home stretch. Today we are going to start Victory Road. We are now in the Evergrande City. I wish I could just fly to the end, but we cannot. With that being said, let us begin this travesty. Last time we got done with the easiest gym since my team is very well built for water types. And now we're going to head through Victory Road. Yay us. Let's go. Yeah, I already know about them being hidden under bridges. I already know about that. You just have to tough it out. That's all I can say. I don't think you outspeed that, actually. But at least you lower its attack. Okay. That was an easy read. I already know you're gonna use Rock Slide, so. Or that. That works too. And for us, we don't have a ground type move, so. Right at the beginning, so all we have to do is just rush straight back. Run big. Well, we don't have a. Well, we do actually have a dark move. If that's not telling her what we have to deal with, yeah. They put the near impossible Pokemon to catch in this too. Yay us. Catch rate is 1, so near impossible. It's a miracle. Okay. I'm sitting here like, what? What do they want me to do here? Of course, every border type has to have a nice type move, so. Good spread. It can't put you to sleep, so what could it possibly do? Okay. I can't leave. But now I can. That went better than the first fight, wildly enough. Like I said, I'm doing this completely blind, so I don't know their teams or anything. The only thing I know, well, like I said, partially blind, since I didn't actually pay attention to the videos. I just laughed at certain ones. Did they up the? Did they up the catch? Not catch rate. Did they up the encounters? I'm glad I got a fast Pokemon first, but jeez. Is that the right way? Nice elixir. Well, the sucky part is you can't one-shot it with that. Well, if it has so much HP, you can't one-shot it. That's the sucky part. That's so much HP, we can't one-shot it. The only way we could one-shot is if we use Crunch on. What's a good dark type special attacker in Gen 3? I don't know how rare that encounter is, but how rare it is. And I assume they made Wobbuffet so common. Funny how they made Wobbuffet recover. If you don't have attack up, you're just something else. Oh boy, when you want to catch something and they decide no, you don't catch it. You survived a tri-attack. Jinx. I don't think you have a recoil move, so... But you have teleport. That's why I'm gonna go heal anyway. You can't even get past the first part. Ain't that fun? Do we have repels? Yes, we do. Barely any, but we have them. Alright, what nature is this Medicham since I'm already here? Pretty hasty. Not bad. So let's pretend like we know it's a, let's pretend this. Instead of 210, instead of 110, you see 220. That's what you see instead. Unfortunately, it's a part psychic type, and this is Gen 3 where there's no physical special split yet. Even though there's a version of this game that you can give it the special physical special split. And here we have the fastest Pokemon up to this point until Gen 2. How fast is this Crobat? It must have had a speed nature. That's why it's good to sometimes have a status move. Electro's base speed is 140. Sprint. I think that was a crit. Why are you being difficult? Did they lower your catch rate? There's no way. Why would you need a lower catch rate? That's what I thought. I'm like, there's no way your catch rate is Wobbuffets. Still weird that certain Pokemon have different catch rates. Including Gengar. Quiet, which is defeat the purpose of you. But you're so fast it didn't even matter. And that defeats the purpose for you too. Ah boy, okay. The only way we can breed it is with a Ditto, but we don't have a Ditto as far as I can recall. Anyway, let's go the actual way we're supposed to go, not this way, obviously. I like how you were easier to catch than a Dodrio, which shouldn't be the case, but here we are, facing our rival Wally. Of course you have a Lone Berry, why wouldn't you? wonder what they would have did if we didn't have, if we would have had a Charizard instead. Doesn't know a rock move. I think you're outsped. Yep. I'm learning your team. That's literally what I'm trying to do. Do me a favor. Put me in overgrowth range. I mean, you did me a big favor there. And now that big favor doesn't matter. Do we not lose money? Like I said, I'm just learning his team right now. You know, he starts with a Meganium. That's all we know. I swear if you give me Miracle. Alright, we're gonna have you first instead. It didn't even matter. You just said, nope, I don't care. It's crit. Unfortunately, since I had to switch, yeah, why? What are you weak to? You're weak to dark and you're weak to bug. It had to be bug. That had to be hidden power bug. Wouldn't make sense else for it to be anything else. You see why I kept Endeavor? Alright, next. Let's see. Bliss. Lomberry. No? No Lomberry? You must have something else that would make it useful. Look at how slow this HP is going down. It's not Gen 4 bad, but it's just like Wobbuffet. It's only surviving because of how much HP it has. And then they give you no experience for it. You were a good sacrifice. Thank you for sacrificing yourself. Far-fetched. You were a very brave bird. Mr. Mime is in here. This is reminding me of Blue Kaizo. Yes, I played that, but the reason why it reminds me of Blue Kaizo, you see there's a specific route. It does the exact opposite of this game when it comes to encounters, because you get so many encounters. It's hard to traverse because of all the encounters, and there's a very rare chance you see a Mr. Mime, and I got a Mr. Mime because of the rare chance. I'm like, there's a Mr. Mime here? Mr. Mime Mr. Mime doesn't have any defense, but it has special attack and special. That's about all it has, but it was an early psychic type. I got it before the 4th gym, I want to say. I don't know exactly what route, but it's very rare that it shows up. What's your nature? Y'all have a vendetta against me or something? What about Kangaskhan? Bold. I mean, if you were impish, I'd be great. But bold. I don't mind the defense up. I just mind the attack down. How fast is this thing? Oh yeah, mean look, I forgot. Okay. If you're as fast as you claim to be. Keep in mind, your base speed is 130, our base speed is probably 100, close to it. I'm not surprised. 6 Pokemon, I already know that. What's your first Pokemon? Nidoking. You're probably gonna use Earthquake or another variation of a ground type move. And yep. Good crit. Okay, now that I know you got a Nidoking. Now that I know you got a Nidoking, we can prepare for that. I can use either or, but I'm gonna use the water type. Okay. Alright. Ray Gilly, Rock and Ground. I'm gonna say Rock and Grass, Rock and Grass. None of y'all have anything super effective against it. Because the only one that does is gone, so... You ignored all of that. Okay. None of y'all have a ground type move, but one of y'all have a grass type move, man. All of the lanterns I've seen don't have a single grass type. I'm gonna say ice move, so... Alright, be right back. Alright, we're back. Just have to use Splash. Oh, we doing a puzzle again? It's not a difficult one. Don't tell me we need Rock Smash just to be able to traverse through here. Yes, we need Rock Smash. Oh, good thing I didn't get rid of y'all. You got Shadow Tag. You had Shadow Tag, so we couldn't okay. That makes sense why you had Shadow Tag. You have an Ice type move. Or Mirror Coat, yeah, that works too. If you wake up, that'd be great. I like how you have your own main net trick after literally taking hours. Well, that's one way to go about it. I mean, I don't think you outspeed it. I don't think you outspeed. You do. Okay. Oh, you got the perfect Pokemon last. That's perfect. Hypno's in here. Anything else that want to show up that's new? Or are we just gonna be led astray? Just you? Just Electro? There's another Hypno. And I didn't even have to give it a status. Anything else? Just Electros and Hypnos right now. This might as well be Gen 1K with all the Gen 1 Pokemon they have. No, in Gen 2 Pokemon I've seen is Wobbuffet and Crobat. Anyway. That's neutral, which is okay. It's not good or bad. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. We're back. And this time we only seen 2 Wobbuffet, which is wild. Made that 3. Made that 4. Any more? Any more want to show up for the joke? We already have a bank net. That was a waste. Thank you for wasting a turn, but... So there's red. I was like, they say red is in here, so... Here's red. Hi ho-oh. You're not gonna use any flying type moves. What could I possibly... So you do have a legendary. This is the legendary you were talking about, ho-oh? I mean, is that a reference to the fact that Ash saw one and we one-shot it because of a crit? Okay. We probably needed a crit, but thank you. Snorlax. He doesn't have a Chesto Berry. How much damage do you do? Do you do at least half? No, you do a quarter, a third. That's fine. You outspeed it. Sky attack. Do not let that thing go to sleep. Celebi. Psychic and grass type. If we had a bug type, this would be great, but we don't. You're dead. You're dead. Just saying, you're dead. I don't even think you survived if you were max health anyway. Anywho, flamethrower. He has a legendary and a mythical. Do you? Yep. Hold on, do you outspeed because of that? Yep. Of course you do. And you still outspeed. We can't do any damage now. And you get 2 of them. Does it have Serene Grace? Let's see. How much do you do without the crit, since I know I ain't getting it twice? Half. But we get the paralysis, but it doesn't matter. So you outright hit one-shot us with Sacred Fire. Now, I just want to know. Just want to know. Do you one-shot us with full health? No. That's my question, and I got the answer. Let me guess, 1 turn of sleep? No, we actually get lucky enough where it doesn't wake up, which is something. Okay. You got a Mew, you got a Celebi, you got a Ho-Oh. That's 3. Alright. Perfect. Not perfect. Come on, give me one. You were giving me some hope and then you lose, and I lost my hope. Mew is not the fastest, but it's fast enough. It's 100 base speed, so I don't know if it has perfect IVs. If it does, it probably outspeeds everybody except for Sceptile. Oh boy, this sucks. You can give me a crit, you know. Just one lucky crit, just one. Okay, I didn't know you would knock it out from there. All right, cool. Well, Celebi, I know you're gonna use Ancient Power no matter what I do, so. I don't know if that crit matters, so. Natural Cure, so it's not Serene Grace. What could you possibly do to this? Kind of makes you wonder. Would Leaf Value have been the call there? We found out that Ho-Oh does not one-shot you. I don't know if it's a range. 1 HP. 1 HP. Oh boy, okay. I was literally thinking that you had a literal lung berry, but no. Or a chesto berry, but you don't, which is something else. I think the burn takes care of you. Yep. I think there's a 50% chance of getting burned. Shell armor. That means you can't get crit, but it doesn't matter if you get crit or not. You already know you'll knock it out from here. How many Pokemon you got left? 2. We don't know his last Pokemon. Now, does the crit matter? That's what I want to know. No. Yes, it does. You barely live. Does Sky Attack knock you out from here? Probably not. Unless you crit. Yeah, crit knocks you out. Now we're just here to be facing it. Yes. Should have used Endeavor. I see that now. Unless the crits, this is stupid. So what's your last Pokemon? At least we get to see that. Dragonite. So 3 legendary / mythicals, 3 regular Pokemon. Okay. Thing is, if we're low HP against Dragonite, he's a revenge killer, so he's gonna outspeed us with extreme speed, so. Okay. We cannot get burned, or if we do get burned, we have to at least have 31 HP. Works. That don't work. But you knock yourself out, so it doesn't matter. Don't know who's next. Just gonna use T-Bolt, so. Why? Ancient power, that's why. Ancient power. Alright, how fast are you? 214 and 242. So between 214 and 242. It's slower than 242, so. Yay! Well. Do not get crit, and I wonder if it's a range. It's probably it was probably a low range the first time you survived. You outspeeded, so it's slower than 214. Okay. It's slower than 214, and we lost our physical attacker. Yay us. Why don't you recover? We lost this because we lost our physical attacker. We need it. Well, at least we can find out what this item is. A full restore. No burn. Low roll and then a high roll. It'd be great if you get okay. Perfect. I was about to say it'd be great to get past this without losing you. Fuse Ray. Fuse Ray again. Pray. Thank you. Okay. No boost. Perfect. Only thing that sucks is I don't really have any way to attack it well. Dragon Claw, please do enough. Or crit. Just do enough. That's all you need to do. Just do enough. Just do it. You did nothing. Oh, now you crit when it doesn't matter anymore. Of course. Of course. And then it crits you and knocks you out anyway. Let me guess. Let me guess. You're gonna get one-shotted or you're gonna survive, and then this is... Well, I should have did instead. Of course then you don't survive. Why would you survive? So you don't have a berry. Okay. Nice to know. So you don't have a berry. You have a berry though. And you get burned. If you get knocked out, it's a reset. I love how my first attempt, literally nothing bad really happened. And now this, and then we get this attempt where Hypnosis decided to say, oh, I forgot, I'm inaccurate. Seriously. So that's two Pokemon we know that doesn't have a berry, and now we are still faster than you. That's fine. You've served your purpose at that point. It's just gonna use extreme speed against you. Yep, it's a revenge killer, I told you that. You have a berry. What could it possibly be that you have as a... What could it possibly be that you have as a hidden power? Reset. You know your whole team, and we get burnt anyway. Sacred Power, I think it's Sacred Power. Sacred Fire has a 50% chance of burn, so... With the burn, anything below 30 is bad. But if you take the hit and don't get burnt, then you're good. Snorlax. Thank you. They go by your HP situation too, so... Well, you're not gonna outspeed anything now, so... Oh, you survive, okay. Let's go. It's probably Dragon Knight. Nope. They still let you out? Okay. Please survive, please survive, please survive, please survive, please survive. Thank you for the crit. Oh my lord, thank you for the crit. That's a crit right there too. That's fine, we won. That's all that matters, we won. Right back. Alright, we're practically back to where we were before. Alright, let's see what we have to do. That was a weak explosion. Oh, it's a puzzle. Oh, great. That's freaking great. We got a puzzle. Thank you for the clutch crit. Oh, I had to go down there. Okay. Safe to say this is very different from the victory road that you're used to seeing. Hopefully this is the right way, and let me guess. Soon as we walk. 125 base speed, that makes sense. It has to have special IV. There's no EVs, so it has to have 31. Perfect. It has to be perfect. This is so far the easiest fight we've gotten in here, which is weird. One shot. Oh boy. That's neutral. If only you were pure flying type, then this wouldn't be neutral. But pure flying types don't exist yet, and you are dead. Cool. Good talk. Good talk. Oh, great. The thing is, the walk back sucks. So, I guess we're healing everybody back. That walk back will suck. I am not doing that right now. I don't even know how many fights are left. Go ahead and use extreme speed. It didn't use extreme speed. I guess because you have paralysis, so it didn't care. Psychic. And now we don't have a dark type move. Well, wait, actually we do, but it ain't gonna do much, but we do have it. Now, like, you're not gonna waste the Thunder Wave. I'm glad Eviolite doesn't exist yet, because if it did, this would be a horrible fight. Well, it's just you. And you're dead. Alright, cool. So we know you got a Dragonite, Ampharos, a lot of other things I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think you are the perfect Pokemon first. Besides the Thunder Wing. Because you're slower than it. You already knew that. Not bad. I already know you have Psychic. You must have a Silk Scarf, because there's no other reason why you would do that. You outspeed it, so slow bro. Yeah, great, this is fun. So we have a whole Thunder Wave team. That's what we're dealing with, a whole Thunder Wave team. What's your item? Black glasses. I don't know how much change it will cause if I switch you for a cherry berry, but we're gonna find out, aren't we? And we don't have any really any cherry berries. Okay, non-berries then. Do we have that? No. Okay. Guess we're just suffering some more then. Yay! And I guarantee you have a lone berry. I can guarantee you have one. It is what it is, though. That was a stupid choice. I forgot they have Earthquake, too. So I thought you do have it, so that's a waste. I just wanted to confirm it, though. Sometimes it's best to confirm it than to not know. Wait, what do we have equipped for you? Miracle Seed, right? I don't need that right now. I don't need that right now. I wish I had more than one cherry berry, though. That don't make sense how I only have one. I must have used all the ones we could get up to this point. And how dare I not have a mood that an item that increases our you know. Yeah, that's exactly what we needed, a crit. I need you to survive or you to survive, and you survive, so everything's good now. That lucky crit. You got 2 in a row at that. That was just the chip damage, and that's the wrong move. And it didn't backfire on me, thankfully, but that was the wrong move. Let me guess, everyone on your team is very slow. Very slow. To the point where you have to use Thunder Wave. It is what it is. Only Intimidate worked for both of them, but you know how that goes. You didn't use Thunder Wave. Why? You can't put it to sleep because it will status you. You don't have a Lumberry. You have a life leftovers. Okay. It's looking to kill you. And it had nothing it could do against you, so that's why it raised the stats. You have to switch now since your special was lowered. Gonna use Ice Beam, know that. Yeah, you didn't do that last time for some reason. That's what threw me off. I was like, why? If only there was clauses in this. Hypno. I had a feeling it's either a speed tie or you outright outspeed it. I'm not sure. See, that's her old gimmick. Just to use psychic all over the place. You're gone no matter what, so. I would love another crunch crit. That would be great. Too bad you're not a dark type, so. Can't rely on that. Why did you use Earthquake over Thunderwave? Why? What made you change it up? Of course that happens when I don't need it to happen. Hypno is a wonderful psychic type, so it's a speed tie. It is a speed tie. This be a good time to crit, you know, just saying. And of course it has Fire Punch, which doesn't matter to me now. Let's slow you down and then just use Calm Mind to just accelerate the fact you're gonna lose. What was your... Did we ever see your last Pokemon? I'm trying to remember. Have we seen it yet? If we haven't, then that makes sense, but I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while for that. It's been a long time since we got the freaking crit that we need. Okay. I wish I could remember your last Pokemon. I know you have a... Okay, let's do it. Hypno, Dragonite, Misdreavus, Slowbro. And then after that, I don't remember. Well, you got Strength, right? You got Brick Break, so I can't use that. The fact that we need Waterfall up to this point sucks. Okay. Okay. Just gonna use Ice Beam. Unfortunately, it's gonna survive no matter what. But at least I get a free switch. It's a speed tie. I think it's a speed tie, so that means both y'all are at 128. Which means... I would love for you to one-shot it from here, but you don't because of the freaking one little tick. You're gonna one-shot us from here. I already knew that. You're in overgrow range. You're gonna survive this surf. If you don't, that's a disappointment. You better not do it. You better not. Thank you. Her last Pokemon was Ampharos. Is that the one that I didn't remember? I don't know. What I do know, I picked the wrong move for that one. I could have gotten 2 surfs instead of just one, but hey, Who's counting? Clutch Crit. What's your last Pokemon? Come on. Do not. No. I hate that this fight. This fight sucked. Oh my lord. Be right back. Alright, we're back. Let's just say I had to do that fight again. And that was not fun. That was not a fun fight to do it over again. Well, at least first, perfect. Shuckle. Okay. I'm glad you didn't give it a Lumberry. I'm glad about that. Just take it. Don't tell me your whole team is a toxic stalling team. Yes, your whole team is a toxic stalling team. Ain't that sweet? It's so wonderful. We went go from Thunder Wave team to this mess. Well, guess what? Guess what? They're not gonna attack us. Oh no. Do you do 68? Dang it. I was about to bank on Endeavor. It did not work the way I wanted to. More like annoying Quincy. The fact that Flamethrower doesn't do enough is so disheartening. Like, it's right there and it doesn't do enough. Whatever. Shuckle HP is so low that Endeavor is useless against it. Like, it's gonna get it off eventually, but... reset it by switching. Set it again because you switched it. That's fine as long as you didn't use rest, because you can't rest. Then you rest, and then you get freaking... You'll survive only one. That's wild. At least I can work around Toxic more than I can work around the other mess. Just that Dusclops has Dusknoir stats. If this was a normal Dusclops instead of Dusknoir, we would have been one, man. But no, it doesn't have those stats. How fast is that Umbreon? Umbreon is not fast. That's why I said, how fast is this thing? Whatever. I want to know your last Pokemon. That's one thing I do want to know. But you know, you can't ever find out since the rest toxic team. I mean, Flamethrower, if you did enough, that'd be great, but it survives every single time. It does that little bit of chip damage. 186, 199. Glowly probably has more defense than it does, especially in the regular whatever. So it's a range. That's fun. That's fun. It's a range. Okay. This is perfect. Alright. That's fine, as long as we still have who we have. Okay. Yeah, you can't Toxic Stall. I wish you would crit again. I wish Confusion would work. It's gonna use it has pressure, as you can see. It went through 3 freaking Confuses. 4, actually. Oh, now you want to work. And then you snap out, I think. I think it snapped out just then. It's amazing how much luck is involved in this. I do want to know, how much PP do they give rest? I can find that out right now. How much PP y'all give rest? How much? I don't have rest? I didn't think so. I don't have rest. I didn't think so. I had a feeling I didn't have rest, but I would have loved to know. Please one-shot it again. Stupid range. That's perfect. It's just like last time. So far. Perfect. They don't get the 50-50 chance like I do. Which sucks. Okay. Okay. That's what I wanted to happen last time, but they chose to say, no. You already know they don't have a single, Lungberry, so put it to sleep, put it to sleep, put it to sleep, come on. Just gotta put it to sleep once. I guess that's what happens when you get some good luck and then they decide to just take it away from you. No one else has a fighting type move, so. I cannot get the scenario I want. I just needed one sleep, and they didn't even give it to me. Everything went great until the dust clops. I'm gonna say after the dust clops, everything was perfect except for that. Seriously. Okay. If it was me, I get hit by it every time. Anyway. Well, Lord is the last Pokemon. Nice to know. That affects you. You don't have a single ice type. This affects you too. Okay. That was something different. Go for you, switch. Because we know your last Pokemon is Umbreon. And we can't do anything with this against Umbreon. Okay. Put it to sleep. Unfortunately, it's gonna keep recovering. But it didn't recover enough. Please, put it to sleep. Thank you. That's the first thing. Break it to death. Thank you. That's what I wanted to happen, but no. The game wanted to complicate things and say, you had too much luck, so no. So now that we got the luck we wanted, finally. So he went from Thunderwave, Bonanza to Toxic, Stall, HP loss. They obviously have moves against you if you have a poison type, so. Why is there a waterfall here if you can't skip anything? I don't think you can. There's him. I'm just want fails because these Wobbuffet are so annoying. Full heal. Okay. So not it's psychic. None of y'all can even learn this except for the Pokemon that already has it. Love it. And I don't even know if we can get rest. And yay. Electrode. Why did it raise its defense? Why did it raise its defense? You are already a defensive Pokemon. The thing that, do you have a... You have... Okay, I was like, do you have leftovers? Yes. You're the least psychic type of all the psychic types that are in this game. It uses agility and still lost. How's this? I like how this fight was easier because I didn't have to deal with statuses this time. It's amazing how statuses change everything. I'm running low on items and TP. Love it. Love it. Just, and I think we have to. I don't know if they made it so that their grandson is the last fight, but if they did, then we got our work cut out for us. I'm saving just so I don't have to redo these fights because I would rather not redo fights. Heracross. You burned it and it still knocked you out. That's wild. You burned it and it still knocked you out. Thank you for not making it so that if he would have saw you right here, you would have had to backtrack and then come right back. Thank you for not doing that. That would have been annoying. What could this Heracross do against you? Okay, that makes sense. Because most flying types that are regular birds are part normal, so they can exploit that. Alright, what about you? What could he do? You should one-shot it. Your special attack is way high. How are you not one-shotting this? Wow. You barely survived that. I didn't know what your next Pokemon would be, so... That crit mattered 100%. Almaldo, Bug and Rock. Psst. Okay. Where does this take you to? And I'm saving after every fight because I refuse to do these fights over. I am getting a little tired, but what's over here? Oh, this is the way back? Thank you. Thank you. Actually, thank you. Be right back. Alright, we're back. Let's just say I kept making the mistake of jumping back to where I could go heal, but anyway. Milk Tank is actually fast for whatever reason they programmed it to be fast. And I'm talking about regular Pokemon. For some reason they decided to make it very fast for a Pokemon of that stature. Why? I'll take a freebie, but why? Oh, great. Let me guess. We need, That's nice to find out. Okay, be right back again. Alright, we're back. Alright, let's assume. That's fine. That's not fine. Typhlosion. Yeah, quick attack. Oh, Jesus. Do you have Thunder Wave too? I'm about to say. How can you learn Thunder Wave? That makes no sense. Now, this makes sense because it's Psychic type. But it wouldn't make sense if a Typhlosion had. That's why I hope you don't have what I think you may have. I mean, depends. Depends. Can't put this to sleep. But you can do that. I wish you had a flying type move or psychic move, but you don't, so I don't know if that crit matters, but thank you. Endeavor, please. I'm gonna say quick. No, I'm gonna say Overgrow, please, 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 knock it out, knock it out. Thank you. I don't have any reviving items, so I'll take the white out. I'll take the white out as long as I don't have to. That's a long eyesight. It's a double battle. Nice to know. And it's a double battle that involves earthquake spam. Love it. The Flygon and the Salamence. Unfortunately, we cannot learn any moves that we could particularly learn that would circumvent certain circumstances that we are going to endure real soon, since we have to have every HM, as far as I know. I don't know if Dive is involved in this yet. I don't know yet. But I do know, this man got 2 Dragon titles to start. That's what I do know. I'll be right back. Alright, we already know the fight is the Flygon and the Salamence, so... guess we're just gonna have to learn. I can think of. So you're gonna do Dragon Dance, okay. But we can't use anything that boosts our stats. I'm baiting a fire move, that's what I'm trying to do. Did it use a fire move? That's the question. Of course not. Why would he use a fire move? That'd be stupid, you know? That'd be so stupid of us to learn assume that it would use a fire move. Of course it has a long berry, why wouldn't it? Yeah, it had to get rid of you. It had to get rid of you. So Flygon's just gonna Earthquake spam, and they know that you're not gonna go for a Flygon for predominantly most of the fight, so they can't use Earthquake on you because you have Levitate, because you copied the one on the left, thankfully. Because if you were on the right, you copy Salamence. It's intimidating. That's useless. And how did you not take any damage yet? Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. Yeah, ate that. How fast is this Flygon? Seriously, I have never seen a Flygon so fast. Gengar is one of your last Pokemon. So we need Magnetric to be the last survivor. Okay. That's all I need to know. If everything goes the same way it did last time, we'll be fine. Did you copy freaking Salamences? That is stupid. You just picked one. That's how you go about it? You just pick one? Yeah, you just pick one. That's literally what you're doing. I need to levitate one. That's all I can say. Why are you tracing Intimidate? You just traced Levitate a second ago. Trace that. Thank you. It should have been, if you're on the left side, you copy the one on the left. If you're on the right side, you copy that one. But no, random. You should outspeed it. You should outspeed it. How fast is this Flygon? Did they boost? It had to boost their stats. This has to be a boosted Flygon. Flygon has to have his stats changed. Had to. You're faster than a septile. So let's see, you are in the 340s, I know that. Somewhere around there. No, you're not, you're later. Where is it at? That's too far. No, the stats are the same. You have a choice item. That's what it is. You have choice something. The one that speeds your... That's the only thing it could be. It could be... it has to be the choice item that makes you faster. It has to be. It has to be that. It has to be that. It has to be that. Double earthquake. And one of y'all don't get hit by earthquake, so there's that. I don't know if this has a choice item. And we're not gonna find out either. If you don't one-shot a darn Gyarados with Thunderbolt, you just need to we just need to restart this whole entire game. Alright. That was not that difficult to figure out, but it was difficult enough. Not surprised. I'll take the L. I don't have the items. I already used all the items I had. Are we not? I don't think we're losing money, because it didn't say anything about losing money. That's what's throwing me off, too. Alright, be right back. At least now we'll have a full team. Alright. Let's do this. Just gonna use Earth Power or something related to the ground. Of course, it has Arena Trap, so I can't just leave. Doesn't matter now. Doesn't matter what it has now. Okay, well, the sucky part is, yeah, that's the sucky part. That Poison Fang, though. Jeez. Was that a speed dive? If that was a speed tie, then Why didn't you attack the literal thing that's... Okay, that makes sense. I knew with E-Speed. I don't even think it can normally learn that, so... I'm surprised I got this far with what we have. If you were fast, this would help so much, but you're not. It sucks if you're not. You switched up. That's fine. Now, I'm not dealing with spamming E-Speeder. Nope. Not dealing with that. Now it's a 1v2. We can't lose. We literally can't lose. Only thing that sucks is we have to re-heal probably, and look at this. This piece of the bridge has a water tile, some water in it. Go ahead and knock us out. I am okay with that. How did you survive that? I do not know. Alright. We're barely losing money. Okay. Be right back. I love how in this mock bike I almost got into that fight right here. But thankfully I didn't. So, let's do this. Right, sure, you have E-speed. I already know that. Hitmonchan, I don't know what you have, but I know you're the one with bad special defense. Bayonet. I don't know if Shadow Sneak exists in this game. Probably don't, but... Arcanine. Yeah, Wild Charge. Even though that doesn't exist yet. You have E-speed. Spine. That crit 100% mattered. Would have thought a Linoon would be a revenge killer. I don't think we're done. I had a feeling you would be at the end. I had a feeling. Something told me that they'll put the guy that we heard about way back in between Mauville and what's the other city called? Lava Ridge Town. This is their son or their grandson or whatever distinction they said that this person is to them. This is gonna be a fun fight. No, it won't. I'm just gonna save. Let's go. Dusclops. It feels weird that that's the Dusclops that's not being used as a toxic staller. I'm okay with that. Solely for one pack. Milotic. Well, Milotic is the perfect Pokemon in this gen since, you know, it's only weak to special moves. 95. It's only weak to special moves. So, I think you can figure out why I say that that works perfectly for it. I picked the wrong move. It happens. You're not living through anything it does to you, so or you. Oh, you outspeed it. I wish I'd known that. This is not bad for a first attempt. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad at all for a first attempt. I wish I'd known you outsped it though. Okay, slacking. So that's your last Pokemon, slacking. Okay. It's on his Truant turn. Oh, they got rid of Truant? What's your ability then? That's what I thought. So if you play it to sleep, Truant don't count. Okay. So they actually thought of that. So they actually thought of that way back in whatever year they made this game be. They actually thought of Truant being put to sleep. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we don't have a fighting move. Slacking stats are akin to a pseudo-legendary, so... That's why it has Truant. If it didn't have Truant, then... don't know if a crit one-shots, but if it does one-shot from here, that'd be great. But you're 10 levels below it, so I don't think it's gonna one-shot from here, so... What? Okay. I'm in disbelief right there. I was not expecting that to actually work out. 3 Pokemon. 84 times 3 equals 168 plus 84. 84 is 240. 240. You were close, but not close enough. 84 times 3 is basically 80 times 3, which is 240. 240 plus 12, 252. You were just out of range. Just barely out of range. Like, barely out of range. Like, you couldn't get any closer to be out of range besides by 1, but... You were barely out of overgrow range, which is... Okay. I forgot to switch you. That's my fault. That was my fault there. I own up to that mistake. Run away with so I can just get to a point where it's not gonna keep trying to lower its HP intentionally. Now I'm just hoping that crunch will give me at least 1 special defense drop. That way this will go a lot faster, but that doesn't ever happen. You can survive 1 crush ball and then that's it, and then you switch. Okay, since you switched. You're in range. I would love a crit. I know you're not one-shotting it from there, but I would love a crit right here. Okay, you're gonna outspeed it 100% and you can just double down. Or you can just crit it, okay? That's what you're here for. To get rid of this thing. Thank you. You got it just in enough range where I can just one-shot it from there. That was a team effort. And we beat Vito. There's no more fights. There's no one else here to worry about. We're done. We're done. We're done. We actually made it in an hour and 30 minutes. Not counting the BS I had to do to get here. But before you even get anywhere, you see there's rare candies here. This is making it so that no matter what, you can get your whole team, no matter what team you decided to get, to level 100 without flaw. So, I was aware of that the whole time. The only thing that sucks is everybody in the league is level 100, so they don't even give you a full restore. That's wild. But everybody in the league is level 100, so I don't got no room. I don't got no room, huh? I wish you can sell them back for some profit, but no, you can't. Oh no, you can't. Anyway. That is for next time. Can't wait to see how long that episode is going to be for. But let's do this. Let's let everybody get level 100. and you'll get to see that. One thing that sucks is it takes forever since you have to do this individually. It ain't like later games where you can just keep pressing the button and it will just do it for you, basically. But no, every time you do this, you have to do it this way. Like, this is what speed up is for. There's no EVs, so yeah. The sucky part is I don't know if you can even fly back here. I think you literally have to go through that victory road again if you want to get here. If that's the case, then oh boy, that sucks. I can find out right quick as soon as I am done doing this. Now it's just straight strategy from here. You can't just rely on levels anymore. No one's gonna have 300 in any stat except for one with HP. That's it. That's the only one that's gonna have that. I'm not surprised with the stats that I'm seeing right now, but it is what it is. Getting 3 every time. Can you give me a 4 at least? 300? 299? Wow. You just did that to piss me off. Yeah, I could get the 300. Nah, one short. One short. Well, we're gonna find out. Can you fly back here, or do you have to darn go through the victory road just to get back here? Let's find out. Okay, they didn't do that, miss. Alright. Anyway, next time, we're gonna have a different moveset. I don't know if we're gonna have a different team, but we'll have a different moveset. We're just gonna see how the league goes. With that being said, thank you for watching this whole series. Next time will be the finale, I hope. With that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Goodbye. This has been a travesty, and take care. This was something else.